For whoever this message is for, you learned how to navigate through all the adversities in your life. Everything that was thrown at you, you learned how to rise above. And you learn how to do this by connecting with your inner child. You learn how to connect with your inner child. You learn how to heal from past wounds and past trauma and learn how to navigate through all of the adversities that was coming up against you. Maybe you felt like a lot of people were against you at one point in your life, or just things just wasn't working out in your favor. But you really learn how to dig deep within you and see how you can navigate through this. You stood strong through all the adversities that was coming up against you. You learned how to be real with yourself. Because if you can't be real with yourself, you can't be real with others. You learn how to be honest with yourself first. You realize that it was time for change. You used to put off so much things. You used to procrastinate as well. But you learned that there's no more waiting. You do not want to put off decisions any longer. You needed to move forward. And it all began with you. You stopped looking outside of yourself for peace, for validation. You look within for all of these things. You even learn how to connect with your guides, with your ancestors. You learn how to connect with nature. You just learn how to connect with your soul more. You may even be a mystic. You learn about the magic in yourself. You developed courage as well. You learn how to let go, because at first there was losses along this journey that you were holding on to. You learn how to let go, or you're working on letting go of the things that you've lost, of the people that you've lost, of the places that you had to move away from, or you're trying to move right now. You're trying to release a certain place and move into a more calmer place, a more peaceful place. You could even be reconnecting with someone, or you're reconnecting with your old friends, or you're reconnecting with someone, or you're going to a place to reconnect with yourself. If you're not reconnecting with people, you are reconnecting with who you are. You're working on connecting with who you are. And this is not easy for you. I can see that you have really struggled with letting go. You may replay things that has happened to you, things that people have done to you, but you're really working on letting go. And you're learning that when you replay these things in your head, it may trigger you a bit, but it's like you have to keep forgiving. You're learning how to actually forgive. And you have to keep doing this every single day, every single time that you think about things that may have affected you. You have to forgive, to let go. And you're doing this little by little by little. But what you're not doing is dwelling on things that happen. Even though it's hard for you to let go, you're not dwelling on it. Because you know that it's time to change. You know that it's time for you to evolve into your most authentic self. You know this. And you're working on this daily. Because you know that you are not a victim of your circumstances. You know that you're not a victim of all of these things that has happened to you. You know that you're protected. And you're not stuck. You're moving forward. You are moving forward into your best life. things that you have been trying to manifest in your life, things that, you're seeing the magic in you, in life. And this is something that you've been working on. You have been really working on this. You are really focusing on your inner child. Must I say that again? This is where it's all starting from with you. It's like you went through a transformation. And this transformation is within. This is within you. And now your life is going to be reflecting this transformation that you've been through. You have really been focusing on healing yourself. And you have been firm. You are not taking no BS. None. You are definitely sure that you want a change in your life. And it all starts with you. So if you were putting off things, you were putting off certain decisions that you needed to be made, you decided that there's no more procrastinating. That's it. You are making these decisions. You're moving forward. If you were thinking about moving somewhere, you are moving. Or you're moving away from the hurt. You're moving away from the overthinking. You're moving away from the lack. You are moving away from something into a more peaceful time in your life, into a more successful time in your life. You are moving and changing and evolving into your best self. That is your mission. This is like a mission for you. Maybe your friends even see the change in you. You're trying to maybe change your work. Yeah, you're trying to change your work. You're trying to find a way to make more money, residual income as well. You're really transforming your life. And your transformation is now. You may even receive something and you're contemplating on it, that you needed to make a decision about this. But you're making sure that all the hard work that you've been putting in yourself, in your business, in your finances, in your overall life, you are making sure that it's solid. You are making sure that it's for your best interest. It doesn't matter if you have to move away from a job, if you have to move away from a current location. It doesn't matter. You're making sure that these steps that you're taking, you're being very decisive. You're being very practical as well. You're learning how to balance the spiritual and the practical aspects of your life. That's where the mystic come in. You're learning how to balance both your practical and your spiritual in your life. And this all began with tapping into your inner self, healing your inner child, focusing on your inner growth, your evolution. This is what you have been focusing on. Maybe in the past 8 months, 8 years, 6 months, but you've really, and you're so confident. You're beautiful as well, or handsome. So you get a lot of attention. But you even realize that not all attention is good attention. So you're making sure that you're focusing on what's going to have you stable. Your well-being come first. So if this message resonates with you, please feel free to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a wonderful day.